The wine, the late hour, and the monotonous drone of the infomercial did their work. Sarah slumped into the corner of the sofa, remote slipping from her fingers. The apartment fell silent, save for the hum of the refrigerator. She was wrenched back by a thump. Not a loud one. A solid, dense sound, like a wet dictionary dropped on carpet. It came from the laundry closet. Sarah blinked, the blue TV light painting the room in ghostly shades. She listened. Nothing. Must have been the building settling, or a dream. Then it came again. Thump. Thump thump. A rhythm. A feeble, struggling cadence. Heart beginning a slow, heavy drum against her ribs, Sarah pushed the blanket aside. The floor was cold under her bare feet. The infomercial host's manic smile was the only light as she crept past the kitchen, towards the small closet where the stacked washer-dryer lived. The noise stopped. She stood before the white, utilitarian door. The silence now was worse. It was a listening silence. Holding her breath, she leaned her ear against the cool metal. A wet, dragging sound. A squelch. Then, a soft, desperate scratch. Like fingernails on smooth plastic, from the inside. Impossible. She'd done no laundry for days. Her hand, trembling, reached for the latch. Logic screamed at her not to, but a deeper, morbid need demanded proof. She had to see the empty drum, to laugh at her own paranoia. She yanked the door open. The interior was dark. The stainless steel drum was still, silent. Empty. A wave of relief, hot and shameful, washed over her. Just her imagination, fueled by cheap wine and too many horror movies. She went to close the door when the smell hit her. Not the clean scent of detergent. This was the smell of a stagnant pond, of wet earth and rotting reeds. It was the smell of something that had been left in the dark for a very long time. And a single, fat drop of dark, viscous water fell from the rim of the drum door onto her bare foot. It was warm. Sarah stumbled back, a gasp caught in her throat. The washing machine shuddered. Not a spin cycle shudder, a convulsion. The entire unit rocked on its feet. Then, with a metallic groan, the drum began to turn. Slowly. So slowly she could see inside. It was not empty anymore. A tangle of long, dark hair, matted with pond scum and weeds, was plastered against the glass. A pale, bloated hand, the skin pruned and gray, slapped limply against the spinning viewport. Thump. Then another hand, fingers broken and bent, joined it. Thump thump. They were searching for a latch that didn't exist on the inside. The machine picked up speed, sloshing the thing within, water slapping against the glass. The hands scrabbled, slipping. And as the drum turned, the face spun into view. Waterlogged, eyes milk-white and wide with a terror that mirrored her own, mouth open in a silent scream filled with black water. It was a woman, or something that had been one, clothed in the tattered remains of a summer dress, now stained with algae and mud. Sarah couldn't move. She was pinned by that blind, milky stare. The washing machine shifted gears, beginning its agitate cycle. The body inside was thrown violently against the glass, limbs twisting at impossible angles. The head cracked against the steel with a sickening wet crunch, leaving a smear of dark fluid. But the hands never stopped scratching. They were carving frantic, invisible runes on the other side of the glass. With a final, choked shriek that never left her throat, Sarah slammed the door shut. She fumbled for the dial, twisting it to off. The machine whined, shuddered, and fell still. Silence, again. Deeper now, pregnant with what she had seen. Breathing in ragged sobs, she backed away, towards the phone. She needed help. The police. Someone. As she turned, a new sound froze the blood in her veins. From behind the closed, silent door of the washing machine came the clear, distinct sound of the internal lock. Click. It had engaged. From the inside. And then, with a polite, digital beep, the cycle began again.